Hey, it looks like it's that time. Crappy, take us over to the game reveal. Let's find out what we've got in store today. Watch out, Crappy. Cosmic Race gonna get ya. Oh, yeah, Cosmic Race was the last match for last weekend. That was actually pretty exciting because we ended up having some problems that we didn't expect. And because of that, we actually probably have somebody getting put back into the pool rather than eliminated. You know, it's one of those weird things that comes with video games. Sometimes people just get eliminated, and sometimes people who would be eliminated ended up having glitches that we could not explain, and that happened. Well, you know what's not a glitch? What you're going to see on the screen, we've got a brand new GM. I bet you didn't see that coming today, but I did. You know why? Because I asked him to come. He's been eliminated from Kusogrand8, but he was a guest GM over at GDQ for Kuso Live. Please say hello to our dear friend, Ritz Blues. Ritz Blues, come on in. Let's chat a little bit. Let's talk about what game you've got going on. I'll also, because this is Ritz's first time, Ritz probably doesn't know to come join me now, but I will let Ritz knows. Ritz's nose. Yeah, I know we've got a wild card, but Ritz is now a fan-freaking-tastic GM. I don't have a GM, like, initiation or something. I guess our initiation is seeing what kind of crap they get to deal with. Okay, let me see. Hello there, Ritz. Welcome in. How you doing?
Doing great, bro. Thanks for having me.
Good. I don't know why you weren't able to get in here.
I just misclicked.
Oh, you misclicked?
Yeah.
Okay, that would actually explain it. If you would like, you are more than welcome to watch the stream on Discord, because that has everything as synced as possible for you so that you don't have to have multiple streams open. And
Sounds
you
like a good
should be
idea.
able to hear yourself there, I hope.
No, I don't.
Yes! Yay, setup actually works sometimes. Well, Ritz, you are here for your inaugural video game that you're giving out, and
That's right.
I know that you have been known for giving out VR games for, like, especially. Oh yeah. No, I know Cowboy Cactus Land. Trust me. It's because of you. I know Tarzan. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Until VR becomes more mainstream, though, I think I'll hold back on submitting those for Kusogrand8, unless I find out that a very large percentage of players have it, and then all bets are off.
Yeah, that, or when we get to the bracket and only have two people going up against each other, there's a higher chance.
Yeah.
But that's also something that I'd be like, you should probably try to find that out, like, more than an hour before the match so that...
Oh my, yes.
Yeah. With that said, so we're not doing VR today, which means I have no idea what you could possibly be given.
Well, I mean, Hedge actually brought up a good point that it is the Olympics, and in honor of various sporting events at the Olympics, I've chosen a wonderful game that's representative of multiple aspects of Summer Olympic Games.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. It's called Skate Horse.
Well, everybody, I love the cardboard cutout-esque art here. The players are going to learn to love it over the next hour. Whoever does will take the victory and get 10 points. Whoever comes in last only gets 2 points. And honestly, we could have some eliminations today. Let me check to see what the points are looking like right now, because I'm not completely sure how many people. It looks like we'll have at least one person eliminated from the match today. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. This is gonna be something.
Yeah. I think all the players except for one have the game up. Let me go ahead and move over there, and we can go ahead and try to get the audio working. Let me see if I can find out what's happening with ChewCat. ChewCat! Hey, for those who want, feel free to go ahead and use your channel points in order to bet who is going to be the winner. ChewCat, Loco Klaus, Lupine1, or E. Salamiri. It could be any of them. It could be... I mean, in theory, it could be none of them if everything falls apart and explodes. But, you know, hopefully we don't have that for your inaugural Kusogrand8 match. But you never know.
Well, regardless of whoever wins, they all lose because they played Skate Horse.
Oh, come on. It can't be that bad.
I don't know. Music's good, though.
What is this music? Oh my gosh, he's a skate horse. Okay, never mind. This music is the best. This has already won me over. Okay, this game is perfect.
So during setup, when we were doing sound checks, I got to hear like 3 overlapping copies of this song being played on a little remix. Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah, that sounds like the ideal way to watch Skate Horse, I gotta be honest. Well, let me check with the players to see if they're ready to get to horsing around. Yeah. Skate Horse! We're just... Does this music play the entire time?
I wish. It's just the title.
Okay, well, let me crank it up a little bit more so people can hear it. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's a skate horse. Are you sure? I don't even see a skateboard. I see a horse.
It's under the T in skate. It's it's kind of it's kind of in the air.
Yeah, that's not the best place to put a skateboard in order for me to understand that it's a skate horse. Yeah, but I'll forgive them. Okay, note number 1, they need to work on the logo a bit. That's fine. Otherwise, I like the art style. Okay, I'm checking right now with the players to see if they are ready to roll. Chat, I have an important job for you. First off, thank you for resubscribing, everybody who did. I suppose that's a job that you can do. Bungaboo and Metanock, thank you so much. Second job here is to let me know if audio gets messed up by anybody. If you hear any disturbances in the audio, please let me know so that I can fix those. Otherwise, I will just keep an eye on layout and make sure everything looks good. And I'm checking. It looks like Loco is ready. We've got 2 people ready, 3 people ready, 4 people. Okay. And I think we're ready to get going. Taven, thank you so much for gifting a sub. You did your job. It's not required, everybody. You are more than welcome to be here and have fun. I do want you to know, though, that we did randomly meet the threshold to get better payout, so that was happy little surprise that I absolutely forgot to keep an eye on. Okay, I think that we are good to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the countdown. Let's get rocking. Get ready for Skate Horse, everybody. Obviously, I need you to spam emotes. Ritz, what would be good emotes here?
Oh gosh.
I mean, anything with a horse or a skateboard, obviously.
Oh yes. Yeah. I don't know if there would be anything else that really would stand out. So yeah.
Horses, skateboards, or anything else radical. Okay? Because as soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our timer. Spam your emotes.
Yeah. So right off the bat, ChewCat found the best button in the game, which is the horse noises button.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so this is a 3D platformer with skateboard controls.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, like Issa just absolutely nailed the first level there.
Very nice. On to dungeon.
Yep.
Scary
So,
dungeon.
yeah, this part is definitely quite a bit harder than the first stage.
Okay.
The first stage is a good little tutorial. It tells you absolutely the wrong controls written on the floor of the level.
Wait,
but
what?
once you figure, yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, but stage 2. This is what made me decide to pick this game for Kuso. So we introduced moving platforms in stage 2, and they're kind of standard. It's the next logical step in a good 3D platformer. But what's going to really tell the difference apart between the players is how they handle the elevator. And Issa got very lucky with that. Same with doesn't look like Loco is there yet, but sometimes when you jump on the elevators that go up and down, you just sort of phase right through them and fall to your death.
Well, I don't want to do that. I want to go on the elevator, not through the elevator. Oh my gosh. You know what, Ritz? I have so many nightmares about elevators. Maybe not nightmares, but dreams. Like, staircases, escalators, and elevators show up in a lot of my dreams, and usually they don't work right. Like, at all.
Loco has beaten stage 2.
Oh, very nice, Loco. Onto the tunnel.
Yeah. So
How is this
the
a tunnel?
The tunnel. It's still it's just another dark, spooky area. So the tunnel introduces glass platforms or breakable platforms, and so about a second and a half after something hits the platform, they'll break and fall away, and then eventually reappear. So you have to very quickly scramble to figure out how you're going to make progress there.
Yeah. So the stars that are around in the stage, what are those stars? Are they checkpoints? Are they?
Yeah, they are checkpoints.
Okay.
And so that's one of the progress measurements in the game. And yeah, it's always a relief to hit a checkpoint, and even gets to the point where some of the stages are so bad, you just sort of yeet yourself off of platforms in the hope that you land on one with a star on it.
Yeah, I've noticed that some of the players are going for some fairly risky jumps, and that, honestly, because the checkpoints are relatively forgiving, that's probably worth doing rather than learning, each of these individual sections. But Isalamiri doing this little section slowly and getting through it, taking advantage of every single platform there rather than skipping any.
Yeah, one thing to note, because it's got skateboard controls, you can't actually rotate the horse while you're on the ground. You can only rotate while moving forward and backwards on the ground. So the best tech that I've found in this is, if you want to rotate freely, you have to jump in the air. And that sounds like it's not too bad, except that the game takes account your forward or backward momentum, Castlevania jump style. So if you aren't moving at 0 speed, you'll continue flying in that direction when you jump, even if you try and turn.
Okay. Yeah, so you're saying there's basically no air control. If you're in the air, you're in trouble?
Yep, if you jump, you are committed to it.
I mean, that's how a horse really would go. You can't exactly fly as a horse. Don't have wings. You got a skateboard.
That's right, you got to get that sick air. So Isalamiri has made it to the next stage and has found the explosive barrels.
Oh no. This is Doom now.
Oh, good save, good save.
Whoa, okay, getting the checkpoint means it doesn't matter. You're still there. Good job. I love that. You know what else I love? Our referees. We have multiple people helping to keep track of how progress is going. Luckily, this game is going to be pretty linear, which will help a lot. However, the refs helping out today are Linker, Equestrian Rageford, a Skate Mouse, Horsel Skate 12. We've also got Reverend Horsey and Nakarashi Dressage Judge. Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of refs horsing around. Okay, I love this game. Yeah, we haven't really had too many very modern games. I mean, we did have the Duranko Wanko relatively recently, a Namco free game on Steam, and that was a lot of fun to watch. Absolutely a blast.
I'm gonna have to go back and catch that one. I remember hearing DeWolf get really excited about it.
Yeah. That's probably the newest game that we've had on Kusogrand8, and that was definitely more of the silly side. For this game, I honestly think that right now, it's more of a silly game than necessarily bad, but the controls are really going to take a while for the players to get used to. With that said, do you feel that the controls are reliable once you get used to them?
Yeah, I think the controls do get reliable when you figure them out. The stage design, especially with like cannons, is very RNG intensive. There is a little bit of RNG that's like with the controls. Sometimes if you go at a certain speed, you will bounce when you land, and that can really mess you up when you're trying to do like trying to stop rolling forward or trying to decelerate instead of continuing to leap forward. So because that bounce you still lose control in the air, and it's really frustrating when you're trying to do precise platforming. So Isla Lamiri is in the the mines part of the game, and they add a lot more vertical jumps to this part. Wow, that's very, very close to the edge.
By the way, I wanted to share, this is available on itch for free. So I believe it's also on Steam. Well, free, aka name your own price. What can you say? I've got a game on Steam that is free / pay whatever you want. It's also coming soon to Steam, although that version, I don't know. I wonder if they're going to add anything else. Because
the screenshots definitely look newer on the Steam page for it.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm excited for it. I hope that the dev continues working on this game, because I would love to see it progress.
Yeah, I love that. Speaking of the dev, by the way, they have made other games. Their name is Ross Smith, and apparently mostly they do game jams and little collaborations. A lot of smaller games, which I appreciate. They have a Math Gauntlet game, Skeleton's Only Night to Hang Out. That sounds pretty cool. Absolute Worm Farmer. I don't want to play that. Look, okay, I gotta take a screenshot of this because this worm is hideous. I'm very opinionated. I don't really like worms all that much. And that's a personal flaw of mine. I don't know. Are you a fan of worms?
I don't mind worms. Most of them, as far as I know, don't bite or anything like that.
Okay, what about this worm?
Creepy crawlies go. That's so cute.
No. Okay, the description of the game is how many worms.
How can you hate that face?
I hate it. It's gross. How many worms?
It's adorable. How many worms?
How many worms?
At least one.
There's also a game called You're Gonna Fill It. What? Canyon Eternal, Fruit Catching Simulator. That one's a little easier to understand. Cave Racer, Snowman's Land, Dumb Love, a bullet hell dating sim for zombies. Okay.
What?
Okay. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, and Chad is noting that Isla Lamiri is just crushing this game, and that is absolutely true. Like, he is in an area of the game that none of the other players have made it to. I mean, you can tell based off of the terrain change. Yeah, I'm popping up Dumb Love here, just so that everybody can see. That looks special. Yeah, I need to get working on some graphics and stuff, because I'm working on... Like, I've been mapping out ideas for an adventure game and the type of humor that I want to put in there. I think, realistically, I won't be able to work on anything super solid until probably September. But I love working on little projects. They're fun.
Yeah. I haven't done a game jam in a few years, but they're definitely like it's always fun to see kind of the creative ideas that people come up with when you put certain limitations, but not like a heavy limitation on what they should be creating. And like somehow like when you have a categorical style game jam, you can come up with some really interesting ideas for games with that.
Oh yeah. I love looking at the page for Skate Horse, by the way. Everything is in Comic Sans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bright blue background with orange letters.
And here is the story. When viral legend Skate Horse is tragically killed, saving a child from a speeding truck, the animal goes where all horses go, straight to horse hell. Impressed with his funny skateboarding, though, Devil Horse offers him an accord. If he can grind out of the bowels of purgatory, he may return to Earth. Do you have what it takes to bring America's horse home? Stick with the grind in this punishing platformer starring a skateboarding horse. Ride, break, jump, and flip your way through 50 brief but diabolical levels to unlock an even more gruesome difficulty. Uh-oh.
50 is a bit of a misnomer there. It's 20 in the current release.
Yeah.
I think the hope is to get to 50, and I would play all 50 if they release 50.
I mean, towards the end of the description, it does say 20 levels rather than 50, so... yeah. Not quite accurate. That's fine. You know, if you're releasing a game for free, you can have blatantly incorrect information about how many levels there are. I don't care. If you're making me pay for it, I want to know if it's 20 or 50 levels, though.
Yeah, that's true. So Isla Miri's got a pretty good lead here. They're in a level called The Basement, and this is one of those levels where I find that the best approach is to just, throw caution to the wind and just yeet yourself off of these platforms and I hope that you land on the star. The way that rotating platforms work, though, in this game is very strange. Like, sometimes it will rotate the horse with the platform, and sometimes it won't.
Oh, no. Okay, I know Pearson Grey Witch is an absolute nightmare when it comes to moving platforms because you do not move at all with the platform. However, being inconsistent whether or not you move, that's possibly worse.
Yeah, the vertical elevators are about 50-50 when you land on one is... Oh, wow, what a perfect drop.
What the crap? Stage
that's
complete!
That's the speed strat. No, like, seriously, for that level, like, that's the best way to get to that last checkpoint, is just sort of roll off the edge and hope you land.
Absolutely a god gamer.
Yep. So, Issa's got to figure out the correct path here, because this level is a little more... a little more open world in terms of where it wants you to go. It teases you with like an impossible jump in front of you, but some very obvious platforms down below.
I like that. Choose your own adventure.
Yep.
Oh, geez.
Oh my goodness, I've never seen that before. Issa landed perfectly on the round pipe that would normally just like kick you right off of it. What a perfect landing. That's amazing.
I mean, there's a reason these people have made it, to round 3 of Kusogrand8. They've shown that they are better than some of the other players at playing games for the first time, and like having 15 points at the end of round 2, like you've definitely done pretty dang well. So I'm not too surprised that we have at least one player who's really clicking with this game.
Yep. Yeah. He was very lucky to be able to like find the checkpoint inside the pipe. But again, this is kind of an open level in terms of which way you have to go to make your way to the end. And those mines are not the correct direction.
Okay. I'd say the biggest enemy of this level has to be the camera.
Oh yes! Oh my goodness! Yes, this is camera nightmare. The level.
Yeah,
just
you know what?
The camera's desperately trying to follow the player, which is good.
But I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it, and I haven't even done 3D dev stuff. Like, okay, maybe I've done a tiny bit, but you just have open occlusion, so that the foreground objects in front of the horse don't appear. That way, you have the little round hole, and you can have the camera stay in the normal static position above and sort of diagonal from the horse, and that would make it actually viewable. Okay, so Dev, I know that you're working on the Steam release. Take note. You can fix this camera. Okay? If you haven't fixed it already, you can. And if you're not watching this stream, that's okay. But I love it. Like, I already love this game. This is silly.
Yeah, like so this was almost a fifth submission for me for Big Bad Game-a-thon because I fell in love with it so quickly. But
Aw.
it's so hard, and I couldn't get it to a good state for like running it, so I didn't actually submit it. But maybe next year.
That's fair. Yeah, I know that you have some submissions in there. And yeah, we're in the process of reviewing everything right now. I'm not spoiling anything that's being accepted or rejected, but we are giving everything a critical look and discussing, you know, how different are things from last year, how similar are things, you know, if someone submitted a whole bunch, is there any of them that we want more than the others? It's a fun process, Ritz. I love reviewing submissions. It's genuinely enjoyable for me. And I've been doing more this year than I think I ever have in the past. Like, I really enjoy it. But we've also done some weird stuff.
Yeah. I love how like the bad and silly and weird games just sort of overlap with Kuso and BBG. Like, they're just my favorite kind of games to look into, because if you've never seen it, like typically there's going to be something in it that's just going to surprise you or just disgust you.
Yeah. And even though we do have the Kusogrand8 classics, you know, games that have been in Kusogrand8 over and over, we are still, I don't know if it's like 50% of the games that we have on Kusogrand8 that are new. It's just an absurdly large number that it's like, how do we keep finding more and more and more games? And it turns out that the bad game hole is bottomless. It goes forever.
So it looks like Locolaus might be actually making more progress than Isolamiri on this stage. Depends on if they can make it to the next checkpoint or not.
Interesting. We may have a lead change coming up. Everybody, feel free to keep your eyes on it. And Lupine one catching up as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Isolamiri has been struggling with this for a while, and Locolaus getting the checkpoint. Yep. That's is a lead change. Oh my gosh, exciting.
Yep, and this is a hole pipe, which you would think you'd be able to skate upside down in here, but no. The camera is not at all your friend here. But Locolaus is coming up on the hardest part of this level, and that's because it's another vertical elevator. Looks like it actually decided to play nice this time and actually lifts them up.
That's cool. Oh, nope.
Oh, never mind.
Goodbye, Locolaus. Good job trying to actually readjust. Not gonna let you.
Yeah, the thing about these pipes is if you roll too far up on the side of them, it will turn you backwards. Like, it just swivels the skateboard around so that you're facing the opposite direction. And then the camera tries to follow you because you're facing the other direction, and so you get like disoriented in this like just endless green hallway.
Yeah.
So East is caught up as well, so we're neck and neck at this point. It's all a matter of who gets up this elevator first.
So actually, the biggest question about controls here, are these tank controls?
Yes.
Okay. So there we go. That's instantly the reason why this is on Kusogrand8.
Not only are they
elevators,
tank controls, but you can't turn if you're not moving. So you either have to be moving forward or jumping to turn.
Yeah, that's why we saw Locolaus jump on the platform in order to try to turn while it going up and down. Nope, into the hole. Oh no, Isolamiri on the same elevator.
Yep. Lupine 1 is catching up as well, about to experience the elevator for the first time.
Very nice. Chew Cat getting exploded. Oh no, you never want to get exploded as a horse.
Yep, touching barrels is a terrible idea in this level.
Yeah, with that said, Chewcat is not super far behind. It just requires a little bit of a good push, and they could be caught up pretty quickly.
Yep. They all have a horse in this race.
Yeah. I mean, one person is getting eliminated. Send off to the glue factory.
Loco Klaus caught the edge just barely and finishes the level.
No glue factory for Loco Klaus. That is a lead.
Yep. Welcome to the catacombs. Mazes are fun.
Oh, yay.
I wonder if Loco Klaus is going to figure out some of the fun little nuances of this stage.
Yeah, Isalamiri having a bit of a difficult time with this vertical moving platform, keeps falling through it. That is just the reality of skate horse. Sometimes the physics are going to behave, but sometimes you just need to get to the point where you learn how to make them as consistent as possible. They're still going to fight you, but if you can get them to be a little bit more consistent, then you can make a little bit of progress. And there we go, unfortunately jumping a little bit late enough to fall through the platform. I can think of a few different ways to solve this from a programming end. I'm glad that I've done like just enough programming to know like what is happening here and what you can do to solve it, because it very much is a solvable problem. And heck, the dev might actually know how to do it already and is working out and has done it for the Steam release. You never know, but like that's part of the fun with Kusogrand8. You know, you see games that have flaws and you can like, Isalamiri using jump strats in order to stay on top of the platform, and it actually worked out for him.
So, they are only one level behind Loco Klaus at this point, and they've both made it to the catacombs. I'm curious though if either of these players are going to find a shortcut in the catacombs.
I presume it would be exploding and going over a wall.
Yes. Oh my yes. Yeah. So there's a mine right there by that yellow checkpoint on Isalamiri's screen. There's a mine right there on the other side of the gap, and if you just back into it and then walk forward a little bit or roll forward, it'll throw you right over the wall. I
mean, or you could use the barrels.
Yeah, the barrels aren't very consistent. Like they'll roll kind of whichever direction they want, and their force is not easy to predict.
Fine.
The mines, on the other hand, they form a nice little circle that say exactly how far they're going to throw you.
Oh, Lupine one trying to get the trampoline jump into the end. Can you get it? Oh, bonk! I love this. Is this?
I gotta be honest, I've never seen this part of the level because I always jumped over the wall.
You've always... Oh, I see. Ritz Blues always cheats. Oh, Isalamiri.
Oh, so close.
Oh, can you get there? Oh, so close.
It's a good idea, good attempt. Just have to get the angle right.
Oh, yeah.
So Loco Klaus is on one of the worst platforms, the TikTok clock arm, and they just made it look super easy. That's incredibly difficult.
Lupine one is through.
Well done. So these players are definitely higher skill cap than I was when I first played through this. So we might actually have a pretty early finish if things keep going like this, but we'll see. The last few levels do get quite hard.
Yeah, and I believe, like, even though on itch it said that there was a harder difficulty if you cleared all the levels, I don't believe that the players will be playing that, right?
No, mostly because I don't even know if it actually exists.
That is understandable. No, Lupine one, no!
That's literally the first I've heard of that, so...
It listed on the itch page.
It also lists there being 50 levels, so...
Well, it lists 50 levels and then 20 levels. It's confusing, okay?
A little bit.
Apparently, this game has between 4 to 6 hours of tortuous platforming, with a bonus difficulty offering another 4 to infinity hours to prove your mastery. That's a lot of hours. The precise platforming control you would expect of a horse using a skateboard. An original theme song by Bad Mustache. Okay.
Yep.
That's a good band name, Bad Mustache.
It is a very good name.
Yeah, you look it up and
stage.
you don't find the band. Oh my gosh, the images that are popping up. I need this to go away right now. Band. Okay.
So Issa's dealing with the early parts of the portal stage with the moving platforms, which it appears they are stuck on a microwave. And they keep rolling forward. That does happen sometimes. That there are certain pieces of geometry in this game where you can just get stuck on them, and or worse, like stuck in ceilings or things like that. Life's a beach.
Yay! Oh no, the coconut hit the horse. Bad coconut. Yeah, what did my horse deserve to get a concussion like that? Nothing. Horse is just trying to skateboard. Oh no, Chew Cat! Hey, Chew Cat's
trying to
making
make the
progress.
big jump there. Yep, that's true.
I love this. Everybody is making good progress here. Like, Chew Cat is not out of the race yet. Yes, they are behind, and currently the one most likely to be eliminated, but they could catch up. All it takes is one level that stumps one of these players for a long time.
Yep. And then you get a lead change and it'd be really interesting. So, Loco Klaus is dealing with some really small, tight platforming, and some of these platforms are extremely tiny, and if you do it wrong, you'll just roll right off the edge. Oh, so close. Looks like Loco Klaus is going to make it through the beach. Very well done. Now back to school. I find it hard to imagine a horse trying to skate through a classroom without knocking about 20 desks over, but, you know, here we are.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Who put the mines in the classroom? Everybody's school's getting more dangerous these days, you know?
Clearly.
We've been, like, is this a new thing that our students need to start preparing for? Mines? What are we going to have, like razor wire? Oh my gosh.
Loco Klaus is coming up on my absolute favorite level design, though. Is the maze coming up in the next room is just, it's something. This is what gym will look like in the future.
This is what gym looked like in the past. This is what gym always looks like. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is the best.
That's a lot of cannons. You have a maze with no walls. And
what?
Wow, Loco Klaus getting super lucky with that cross.
Okay.
That's impressive. I would anticipate like losing a minute or two on that if you haven't seen it before. But that's very impressive. They made that look extremely easy.
Yeah, second try, not too bad. Yeah, oh my gosh. There was one time in gym class that I lost all patience and I punched somebody, and it was because they threw a basketball right at my back and hit me. Mind you, there was also a lot of harassment that had been going on for months, and yeah, I just lost it at that point, and I punched him right in the face twice.
Wow.
Bam.
That's really kind of scary that you say that, because I've been in a fight exactly once, and it was in gym class, and it was with somebody who had been harassing me for a long period of time. But I didn't punch them, I kicked them, and then I punched them. But, you know, it was basically the same thing. I don't condone that, and I feel really bad about it to this day, but at the same time, they did kind of deserve it.
I absolutely do not feel bad about it, okay? That guy... Let me go ahead and say, like, there was harassment both physically and, like, there was sexual harassment going on in there. He deserved it. Absolutely. And I do not regret it. Like, nobody, like, the teacher was not taking care of it. No amount of asking would help. I feel like what I did there was completely rational for how I was. The lucky thing is that the teacher wasn't there that day, because I definitely would have been in detention. It was a substitute teacher, and yeah, just took a couple punches, and then I never got flack from him ever again. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and
he was actually kind of a fine guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like the same thing happened. I never got into any like trouble with him after that, although I did get suspended.
Yeah.
Never had detention, but did have suspension once.
That's fine.
So Local Klaus made the tower look super easy there. I'm impressed. Like the lead change in this has like definitely shifted the way that the game. I think about the game for new players, because I thought this game was harder, but Local Klaus is making big progress here, and I think only has like 3 levels left.
Wow, that is really impressive. Yeah, we may see some early completions. With that said, it might just be 1 or 2 completions, and then the rest of the match, watching a couple players to see if they can wrap it up.
Who can survive the longest?
Yeah.
Refrigerator cannon, gotta be careful. Islamiri makes it right past it, though, no problem. Oh no! They missed the trampoline. So yeah, it's an interesting contrast with this game. Is the title screen has this amazing, like, kind of punk rock early theme, and then all the levels have just elevator music. Nice, sleepy, peaceful elevator music, which I hope gets replaced with something more punk rock. Or at least something that separates how each of the levels sound. So, a fun fact about the moving platforms in this game, if any of the players, I'll see if any of the players does it, but like, if you hold perfectly still while flat on the ground, and a moving platform moves into you, it will just phase right through you. It will not push you if you have 0 speed.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
now,
but if you're already moving, it looks like it will push you.
Yeah,
and
if you have any speed at all, it will push you. But if your speed is 0, you'll just phase right through.
That's kind of hilarious.
It's part of the reason the elevators do what they do, I think. Chukat has made it to the catacombs. This should definitely speed things up, because the level they were just on is one of the harder ones with the pipes. Wow, that was a very lucky back jump on Local Klaus there. I can't believe they didn't fall off with that. Well, I guess eventually they did.
Chukat! The barrel's exploded and it's into the hole. Yeah, Chukat still is in the in 4th place, but they're making a lot of progress. They got through the pass stage actually pretty quickly, especially compared to how Islamiri got through it. It took him a while. Chukat blasted through it. Big question is, can Chukat figure out some of the exploits in this level to get through it quickly? Ooh, Lupine 1 onto the fun level.
The school.
I like school.
This is so enthralling to watch, to see how they navigate these traps, because I'm almost holding my breath on some of these parts, especially with Local Klaus on these narrow platforms. But yeah, I just want to know how many times people fall during the gym part of this with the basketball cannons.
Well, let's see how Lupine 1 does. We're on to the bonk. Oh, going backwards? Okay. I like that. Well, unfortunately, Lupine 1 did not die to basketballs, but died to backing up, which honestly is also deadly sometimes. 3-point turns, am I right?
Oh yeah. Good strategy though. Midway through the maze, there, just backing up against the basketball hoop so that if a ball hits them,
I love this. Yeah, Chewcat making a lot of progress. We're on to the living room. Not much living going on here.
I don't know who designed this living room, but I'm glad that my house is not like this. Loco Klaus is now in space.
Yeah, and I'm seeing some of the big issues with sometimes moving on the platforms and sometimes not. That is rough. Lupine 1 just knocked into oblivion again. Oh, basketball to the face. It looks like Isalamiri is getting to that area as well. We've got double gym going on. Oh my gosh. Ghost Cubby, thank you for subscribing. Good to have you here. Come on, basketball to the face. Basketball.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good job. Lupine 1 makes it through.
Is through. Let's see.
Yep.
Okay,
Pretty
bottom
good.
right, everybody. We've got another gym. Isalamiri trying to go slow.
Slow and steady is not the way you handle this.
Yeah, it looks like he knows how to quickly load the last checkpoint, which is very helpful.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can shave a few seconds off of having to reload, like there are times where you do need a little bit of a breather, but knowing when that is and when you are fine doing quick reloads, that is good. And Isalamiri definitely has that down.
Yep. Yeah, Loco Klaus in space here with the rotating platforms and rotating walls. They rotate out of phase with one another, and it can get really dicey when they point the wrong way and they expect you to jump a certain direction. There's a Loco Klaus phasing through a wall there. But yeah, the platforms have to line up just right, but you also have to orient yourself correctly on a platform that isn't going to rotate you. But it will definitely rotate out from under you if you attempt to jump and rotate yourself. It's a lot of frustrating nays from Chewcat.
Yeah. Oh no, Lupine 1! Ah!
Oh no.
Yeah, I love that we had somebody in chat saying, I don't know why, but I've got a soft spot for this graphical aesthetic. That was Dr. Mutagen. And honestly, I do too. Like, simply put,
Me too.
There was a huge push for realism in video games, but this is anti-realism. Honestly, what we've gone for is very simplistic textures and colors. A lot of them are a little bit warmer. Like if you look at Chewcats, especially, like the background with all of the wood textures here, everything just feels cartoony, warm. With the jazz music, it's just a very cozy vibe. It makes me think a little bit of what is it, Katamari? Though Katamari has more detail. But
the colors are very similar though.
I agree there, yeah. The thing is, like, if you are not going for realism, leaning into a specific style is absolutely a good way to go when you're designing a game, and they nailed the aesthetic here.
Agreed. I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah. The game has problems. The graphics and the music, not the problems. The camera, if you want to count that as part of the graphics, sure, the camera is a big problem, but whatever, like, you've got one ding when it comes to the graphics, okay, and that's the camera.
Loco Klaus has a chance to make it to the next checkpoint here. It's a very tight angle, but it looks like the wall is going to play nice.
Ooh.
Let's see. Yep. Very nicely done.
Good job. We've got a decent push. Is this the second to last level then?
Second or third to last level. I cannot remember which.
Gotcha.
I can look it up real quick here. Let's see here.
Oh, Isalamiri doing the big jump and then backing off of the platform. No. Okay, I love the big jump though. Just got enough.
Yeah, there's let's see. Space is level 17, so So local class has a choice here to make. Either try and narrowly navigate a tiny little platform, like catwalk with tons of explosives, or what I think they're going to try and do, which is what I do, do a very daring double jump. First try, I'm impressed. I gotta say, like, seeing Loco Klaus just decimate this game, if you're wanting to consider speedrunning, like, you're doing better than I do, and I've played this game a lot, so you're a natural. Except now they're at the probably worst elevator in the game. So we'll see how things go with the level called Portal. Oh, another phased elevator. So it looks like we are in a dead tie between Lupine 1 and Isolamiri, trying to get through this last part of, I think it's called Troposphere? Yeah, Troposphere. Yeah, this game does have lore. As you mentioned, that the horse did wind up to Purgatory for Famous Horses, or PFFH. And they do eventually make their way up out of a hole, through some mines, somebody's basement, sewers, catacombs, a house. But eventually they decide that they want to find out why they were sent to Purgatory for Famous Horses in the first place. And so the last quarter of the game is dedicated to the horse trying to make their way up to essentially horse heaven for famous horses, and try and confront the horse god.
Oh no. Is the horse god good or evil?
Well, good question.
Maybe we'll find out. Like, it seems like Devil Horse was nice enough to send you out here.
Well, that's only because you can do a sick ollie, kickflip. I know skateboarding terms.
Those are very important horse skills.
Actually, I gave the wrong control description in the game. There is no jump button. There's an ollie button.
Uh-oh. Wait a second. Let me see what it says on... Yeah, ollie is space. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're just jumping, then that implies you're coming off of your skateboard. But you got to bring the skateboard with you. That's why it's an ollie.
That's the difference. That's right.
Okay, Loco Klaus is on to pink.
Yep, they are deep in Portal here, trying to catch the next elevator. And the game is really trolly here because they put a little wall up. And the checkpoint is really obnoxiously far up before that platform, so the reset takes forever with all these moving platforms and trying to land down at the bottom again. So I think the devs did a fantastic job in gradually making the game more and more difficult as you move through it.
Yeah.
So,
not only that, but like the type of obstacles keeps varying, you know. It does bring back mechanics like the basketballs getting fired at you on Lupine 1 screen, but like, you know, it presents them in new and interesting ways. And I like that. I like that method of remixing. You know, Mario games oftentimes have the one and done mechanic where you have something for a single level and then you never see that again. But occasionally they do bring it back for a type of remix level that's harder difficulty, and those always excite me. I love when Mario games do that. And yeah, this game is a good example of taking that concept and really making it work.
Wow, Chukat is really struggling with that last trampoline. They're approaching it with a lot of speed, which is fine, but you got to get some height out of it. So it's actually better to stop before getting on the trampoline. So we'll see if they do that here on this attempt. There we go.
Yeah,
perfect. Beautiful.
Good. And there we go, the horse in the door. Time to go to... I thought it was school time. I was very excited.
It's pyramid. No, pyramid first, then school. Actually, I think it's pyramid, then pyramid, then beach, then school. So it's a bit of a gap to close in there.
I mean, maybe it's like the horse anime summer vacation that we've got. You know, we're going to the pyramids, we're going to the beach, then finally back to school.
Yep. Local Klaus has an opportunity to finish the stage here. Oh, so close! Oh, that was heart stopping. Well done. Well done. The weird thing about the glass platforms on these is that sometimes they will just absolutely kill your momentum. You have zero speed after landing on them for some reason.
There we go. Loco Klaus is through onto the castle.
The castle.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. So these platforms are on a global timer that does not stop between deaths, and so they're going to continue to get in and out of like phase with one another, and the basketballs are RNG as well. So this is like a very, very tricky obstacle to navigate. Islamiri is closing the gap here on Lupine 1 as well, making it to space here. We'll see if they can get caught up in the same location.
Yeah. Now, when you have something as random as this, some people might say, oh, this is just unfair. The thing is, what you want to do is figure out a way to make consistent attempts and make as many of them as possible, because you might just suddenly get hit by a basketball for no good reason. And there we go. Yep. Loco Klaus is through. So either getting consistent progress or getting rapid fire attempts. That's what's really important to learn how to do.
Wow, the Lupine 1 with an impressive landing on that shortcut there. Very well done. That's something to go back and like highlight. I can't believe they landed that.
Lupine 1 is on to the next level and is officially in second place. I love it. Yeah, randomness is one of those weird things in a tournament. We do not ban randomness because, hey, welcome to Kusogrand8. Some of these games are bad, and honestly, what some of them are going to have infuriating mechanics, but the thing is, everybody gets presented with it, and everybody still has to deal with the fact that, you know, you've got absolute chaos coming out here. How do you deal with that? Yeah, having rapid fire attempts is something that can help. Oh, Loco Klaus, no!
Oh, Islamiri with a valiant attempt across that space gap at the end there. Yeah, the thing about the RNG in this, though, is they all start at the same point with all the objects that are spinning and moving. It's just that they keep going. So you get one, like, clean cycle the first time you enter a stage, and then that's it.
We're at the throne.
Yep, the throne is the final stage. So Loco Klaus with a chance to close it out here. It is a long, arduous uphill battle, though. This stage is fairly long.
Okay, very good mine boost. Yeah, like, if you can handle the mines, you can actually make them work to your advantage kind of okay. Yep. Like, a lot better than the barrels, I'd say.
Mine's good, barrels bad. Wow.
Anybody
barely landing that trick jump there. It makes it onto Portal, tied up with the Lupine 1 here at this point, or almost tied up.
Very nice. Chew Cat still in last, but we're trying to get through the beach, you know, so that we can get back to school, and then just a couple more levels and Chew Cat could be caught up. It really depends on how long it takes for Lupine 1 and Islamiri to beat the pink. I'm not saying that again.
Yeah, I like the art style in Portal, the level that the two of them are in. It's got that kind of like, I don't know the art style where they have like bright colors with weird like statues and things in the background.
Vaporwave is what a lot of people call it. Yeah,
it is. I guess that's right. It just doesn't have that cool little like grid style horizon at the bottom, you know. I like those. That's my favorite vaporwave aesthetic, is like this endless horizon of a black ground with neon grid lines on it.
While I have made a background that uses that, I think it's overrated. But I made my own vaporwave grid because I was like, I'm not going to use the one that everybody else uses because I don't know if it's copyright, so I'm going to make my own. And then I did, and I don't remember where it is. No, that one's good. I like the grid. Grids are good.
Oh no, Loco Klaus made it to the second half of the first checkpoint.
Oh no!
Only and it's I don't know how well you guys know the Mario Maker community, but if you heard of a twice, the idea of a level essentially repeating a part of itself, and it's like kind of disturbing. Like, oh, did I go backwards?
Oh,
that's what happens in this stage.
That's what this level does? Oh no.
Yep. As soon as you get to the second set of platforms here, look, here's another set of mines to go over. It's like, all right, it feels very much the same as the first obstacle.
Whee!
There's some lovely camera angles there from Islamiri. Chukat definitely trying to get some combo jumps here to make up some lost time. It's a good strategy if you can make it work, but there's not a lot of room for error on these tiny little platforms.
Yeah, Chad is saying
nicely
that
done.
The twice should have some mechanics that, or some moments that change things up, and this one does. Simply put, you don't have the stairs between the mines and the next area, and because of that, you have to get a good jump. Oh no, Loco Klaus! No, you
Loco
got
Klaus.
greedy.
I think I'll bet I know exactly what happened there. Is like you have to kind of there's a sort of sequence of button presses you have to do in platforming in this game. You have to accelerate, make your jump, and then decelerate so you don't go flying off the edge of wherever you're trying to go. And if you accidentally mix up those button inputs and you jump instead of decelerate, you just yeet yourself right off a platform. Chukat has made it with a flying start over to the tower. The skyscraper. Very good. Actually, very fortunate landing. And I think is going to dumb luck their way all the way to the first checkpoint. That's impressive.
Nice. I mean, dumb luck counts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Loco Klaus got basketballed right before the end there.
Not basketballed. You know, that happens to the best of us. Sometimes you're just a jumping horse and a basketball hits you in the face. What are you going to do about it? Probably fall to your death. Or, I guess not really death since you're already dead. Fall to your checkpoint reset. No, it does say the number of deaths that you have. So these are deaths. You are dying over and over. You probably feel the pain of every single death as a horse. It's a rough lot. It's a rough afterlife, you know? Oh, Isalamiri, right all the way down. Can you get onto the elevator, though? That is the question. No!
Then sinks right through. Yeah, at this point, they're neck and neck. I'm actually not sure. I guess if either of them have made it past that elevator at this point. I know that the Lupine one and Isalamiri are like super duper close here, but we may have to turn to the refs to find out who's actually in second at this point.
Yeah, well, taking a look at the ref sheet, what we have listed here, both of them are on level 18. There is progress between checkpoints that will be mapped out here. But with that said, I think we'll probably have a little bit more progress here. Isalamiri did make it to this level before Lupine won, so there's a chance that he's in the lead. But again, all that really matters is how far they've made it in the level.
Yep. Wow, Loco Klaus somehow making it through that mosh pit of an obstacle course and then hits the checkpoint only to get basketballed from behind off the edge. I think this is one of, if not the last checkpoints in the game, though, so Loco Klaus getting very close to the end here.
Very nice. We might even be able to have the winner interview before the match completely ends. Yeah, I like this. I think that this is a cute game.
Yep.
Like, it's flawed, but despite the flaws, I feel like this has a lot of potential, especially for the Steam release that's coming up. I wish nothing but the best for the dev, you know? I hope that that comes together and that it's successful, you know?
Yeah, me too. Issa's got a good hold on that elevator. Let's see if they can hold it all the way up to the top and make it off the platform.
Lupine 1 having a weird issue with the platform as it's going down. Don't fall through it when it goes up.
Oh no, Issa Lemire just missed the checkpoint jump. It's unfortunate. The elevators are just far enough off the edge that if you can't get a good momentum jump onto it, you will not be able to jump across.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Okay. So I think the Lupine 1 has figured out a good angle here for this last jump here, and if they can get a running start, make it. So it looks like Loco Class has made it to Horse God here, and they have to make a leap of faith to the final portal here.
You can do it, Loco Klaus. Not too far, but not too short. Oh, you're in.
And that's it. That's time. Loco Klaus wins. And has beaten my personal best, so is now officially a speedrunner of the game. Yep, the Lupine 1 did make it through that last checkpoint one and is now very solidly in second place. So,
oh yeah.
But there's still a few minutes left for Issa Lemire to get caught up and change the leader order here.
Yeah, I am very impressed. That was a lot of fun to watch. Like, Loco Klaus did a fantastic job. All of the players have done really well. You know, ChewCat is behind the other players, but still, this has been a fantastic push. I think technically there's enough time that ChewCat could catch up, but I don't see it happening. Like, they're far enough behind that it's gonna be really, really rough. With that said, we do have a new chatter in voice. Hello there, Loco Klaus, and congratulations, you beat the game.
Hello. Yeah, I was actually really surprised that I beat that game. I thought it was not over yet.
Yeah, yep. You made it. You actually beat my personal best, and that's impressive. Like, truly.
Oh. Yeah, honestly, I was hating that game until I learned that I could turn in place by jumping.
That's the secret.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Like, honestly, it seems like mostly, like, you are fighting things in the game, but once you manage to get the hang of certain mechanics, and more making jumps consistent, if you can do that, then this game becomes relatively playable. And yeah. You certainly got to that point.
You also have to avoid falling through platforms that are moving up.
Yeah, the biggest enemy, elevators.
That is why I picked this game for Kuso. Is level 2, and any other vertical elevators after that.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Yep. You got about a 50-50 shot that if you're landing on a vertical platform, you're either going to stay on it or clip right through it.
Yeah, it seemed like it would only happen if the elevators were going up. Like, if they're actively going up, you will fall through if you jump, but otherwise, it was okay.
Yeah, I'd say, well, you know, this is one game that came out for free, made by one dev. What do you think of this game?
For a game I expected to hate, I enjoyed this way more than I should have. I was like, there was a moment like a quarter of the way or like a halfway through it where I was like, have I found my calling? No, my calling cannot be freaking Skate Horse.
It could be.
It could be. By the way, yeah, it looks like,
as far as I know, the fastest player of this game.
Yeah, you have world record at this point. Good job.
Great. I'll go submit it.
I honestly, like, here's the deal. The dev is working, it appears, on the Steam release for this, and I hope that some of the bugs, especially with the elevator, get fixed. You know, a little tweaking of the camera would definitely help as well, especially in that tunnel section. Everybody suffered with that.
Yeah, I'm glad I skipped the first tunnel, because the second one was a nightmare.
Well, everybody, that is time. Officially, we are done with this match. It is in the books. and it appears Loco Klaus is definitely in the lead. Chew Cat, unfortunately, is eliminated, but between second and third, they made it to the same checkpoint. I think it's going to be one of those cases where we might have to do a VOD review to see, and neither of them eliminated, but second and third will matter when it comes to the match that they have for their final match before the bracket starts. So yeah, Loco Klaus, Skate Horse. Again, you said you don't think this is your calling. That is completely fine. Yeah, was there anything that you particularly liked? Like, you know, the controls obviously frustrating until you learned how to turn by jumping. Was there anything that you particularly enjoy about this game?
I mean, honestly, I actually like a lot of the speed tech. I could see this game not actually being a bad speed game, surprisingly, even though I don't really like to speedrun that much anymore. But yeah, because like the idea of like the fact that the explosions don't kill you and they like send you flying, it made me constantly thinking, like in the maze level, for example, I was like, oh, could I have like blown myself over the walls and just skipped this whole level?
Yep.
Like, I bet I could.
You can.
Like, and it's just like all that kind of like interesting speed tech to like, how can I just skip all these levels was what interested me the most, for sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. There is some fantastic routing that could be done. And honestly, like, this is a short enough game that I think that if you got a solid route, it would go super fast and honestly be very entertaining to watch, because like it's easy for people to understand when they're watching. They don't have to have played the game to know what you're doing. You're a horse on a skateboard, you know? It's not exactly that giga brain here.
Right. It actually took me a while to realize that he was on a skateboard. I actually, like, for a while I was upset that I couldn't turn in place because I was like, he's just got skates on his hooves. Why can't I? And then I realized it was a board, not for skate shoes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They're not roller skates. They're...
Yeah. I thought I was a roller skating horse. I didn't.
Although,
make
like,
connection.
Yeah, the way the horse like moves his legs whenever you jump, like you know, you'd think that he'd go flying off the board, but
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the title screen because I don't think we need too much else. The refs are currently deliberating between second and third. So, Loco Klaus, what is up? Are you streaming these days, or if not, playing anything offline that is being enjoyable?
I do stream every now and then. I'm not like super consistent with my streams, but it's always retro game stuff. I usually play a lot of RPGs and things like that. PS1 mostly. But lately I've just actually been playing Conscript. It's pretty cool.
Conscript. That sounds familiar.
It's a new survival horror that came out. It's placed in World War I.
Scary. Yeah, shouldn't the war be the scary part? Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is the survival horror, and that's the horror in that game, is the war.
Oh, wow.
It's actually really well done.
A scary game that doesn't rely on the supernatural or serial killers? That's kind of interesting. Okay.
It's a really cool game. I've been enjoying it quite a bit.
Great. Now I'm going to have to go scare myself, maybe. We'll see. Well, cool. Good for me to keep in mind Conscript, a new horror game. Perfect. Yeah, what about you, Ritz? Are you doing anything that people should be aware of? Again, thank you for giving out your first game for an online Kusogrand8. This is fantastic. Yeah, are you streaming?
Not particularly streaming anything these days. I did, a whole bunch of that last month getting ready for Big Bad Game-a-thon, but at this point I think I'm just casually enjoying some seamless co-op Elden Ring with some friends.
Ooh.
So
always a good time.
Yeah, I need to get back into that so I can play the DLC. There's just so many games.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Well,
it's too many.
Yeah, I'm excited. By the way, we are still reviewing submissions for Big Bad Game-a-thon, so it'll be a little while before we're through all of those. We're still really enjoying them, and I'm glad for everybody who submitted, thank you so much. For you two, take care. We've got another match in the mystery show, so I'll let you two go.
Have fun, guys.
Alright.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Bye. Well, everybody, before we move on to the next match, I'm going to run a quick little ad so I can use the restroom. We will be back in 2 minutes. Prism Ranger, thank you for subscribing for 59 months. See you in just a little bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kusogrand8, the bad video game tournament. I'm Brosentia, and we are still waiting for our refs who are deliberating for the last match between second and third. I love how close this is. It may be determined based off of a single platform. We'll have to see what happens. Well, for those who are wondering, you know, we've got one match tomorrow. We've got some matches happening during the week. Go ahead and check out the schedule to see when those are happening. I'm then flying out, I believe, to Philadelphia on Thursday. I will be gone for a little bit, be back for a week, and then I'll be gone for 3 weeks solid. It's going to be a very busy time, but at the same time, got to make those Kuso bucks so that I can, you know, have them. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty busy time, the end of August, beginning of September, and then Big Bad Game-a-thon happens, and then it's basically back to let's get the rest of the tournament going and get through it, because it'll be an awesome time. Well, without further ado, then, as the referees finalize their decisions for the last game, let's go ahead and reveal game number 2 for today. Let's go! Ah, Skate Horse, he's gonna get you! Actually, Crappy probably just dodging the mines, whereas Skate Horse just ollies over them. Sometimes Crappy isn't the brightest. Chiron is asking, don't make us bored a thing this week? It likely is, so please keep that in mind. We'll let people know on Discord as well as Twitter, Blue Sky. I let people know on all those places. Expect it, though, on Tuesday. You know who you can expect today, though? Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've seen this name. Say hello! Wait. Okay, never mind. Wait. I need to go take a look at a chat. I got told. Okay, never mind. I'm going back to the title screen. Hey, let's chill here for a second, everybody. we're gonna kick back. Apparently there's a little bit of a tech issue. That's all right. Y'all can watch Crappy dance. Actually, you like Crappy because Justin is possibly gonna be making some 3D little figurines of Crappy. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I sent him the model. So we'll have to see. I didn't send him this weird lumpy model, although maybe I should have. I don't even know how to get this lumpy model. I made this in Photoshop, like this one that you see dancing here, the shiny one. That's all just like no actual 3D rendering program, just Photoshop. Yeah, but no, the one I sent him is in Blender. It's the one that I use for the transition over to the game. Well, as we work on some of these admin issues, I'll go ahead and chill a little bit, just enjoy the music, and I'm gonna go type furiously in Discord in order to see what is going on here. Hey, as it turns out, we have a result for Skate Horse. It looks like the winner was indeed Loco Klaus. With second is Lupine 1, Esalamirian third, and Chewcat in fourth. Lupine 1 just managed to make a tiny bit more progress. I honestly had no idea who was going to take second or third. It's always exciting to see that close of a match. By a nose? Are you serious, Lupine 1? Wait. Yeah, just so you know, we are still working out a tech issue. We will be right back as soon as we get rolling. Like, this is the last match of the day. There is the mystery show that's happening after this, so I don't want to dilly-dally too much, but yeah, we'll have to see. Do. Okay, I think we may have a solution in the works. It looks like they are currently on top of this. I'm still gonna kick back and just relax until we do have everything sorted out here. Do 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 do, I did it do, ba-da-ba-da-boo. Yeah, Lupine won, unfortunately Skate Horse wasn't. The Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Derby, don't the horses just run around counterclockwise? Why do they go counterclockwise? Is there a reason? Is that just the way that we do things with horses? Because NASCAR goes counterclockwise. Yeah, obviously NASCAR was before horses.
Hey, bro.
Hey.
What you doing?
I am just typing vigorously because there is one issue that I've seen pop up fairly commonly lately, and it's that people accidentally set BizHawk to run at 50% speed. And so that is my very last guess here. Very last guess, which honestly, it has happened multiple times before Kusogrand8 matches. So that is possibly what is happening here. I'm just gonna go and check. Nah, it looks like that is probably not going to be the issue. So yeah, I think that, well,
yeah, just for the benefit of everyone that's waiting for match 2 to begin, we had a technical issue pop up, and it's I've certainly never seen this before. Not not this way anyway. So I think we're going to be figuring something else out here. I've hit the bottom of my troubleshooting bucket. And I think you have too. So I think we're going to pull out plan, I don't know, where are we down to now? Plan E, F, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, we have had a bazillion redraws, and now somebody's emulator for some reason is stuttering, and we have no idea why. We went through pretty much every step, including closing OBS, including, well, I mean, like, probably the best thing for them to try afterwards is to re-download the entire package and see if that fixes it, because it's possible that some setting got changed that is going to take way too long to find. And if it doesn't work at that point, then maybe they need a new potato. I don't know.
Entirely possible. It looks like we're gonna move on with a zombie at this point, though. And I'll sit down with the racer that's having some tech issues and try to hammer this out.
Well, sweet. I do think that we have our final person who's going to be stepping in as a zombie. So exciting. They will not count for the match, but the match will go on. Yes, I think that we are about ready to do the reveal, if that's fine. And I'm just checking to make sure. Yeah, everybody